into anything political,
I would prefer
philosophical.
little to no politics, yes. You can absolutely be
Exactly.
philosophical. That I welcome. I would love a conversation like that.
Oh, okay, cool.
That's what Liz and I do sometimes. I was
Okay, cause like,
I was saying
oh wait,
that.
what?
Damn, I was saying that to you so you don't say anything personal.
Oh yeah, yeah. Well, that's obvious. At least to me now. I don't know, cause we're in like this philosophical idea of like social structures and stuff, right? Or I guess a better put is just a monster. Um, and basically a monster is like, in terms of what this theory of what a monster is essentially something that is very peculiar, and it has different aspects of it that affect it. One thing is definitely culture, and it's like the culture of like people or even history as well. And another thing is too is like you see like within monsters is that usually they're fragments of different pieces of culture and put into one thing. And one particular example of that was actually different vampires throughout life. Like there was like different movies for Dracula and
All
stuff,
right,
or
I
other
need to stop you.
vampires like that.
I need to stop you. So, originally when you started this, I was confused why you even said monsters, and I assumed it was back to that guy contacting your friend, and so I thought you were saying metaphorically. Now I think you're talking about literal monsters because you just mentioned vampires. So
No, this is
I'm
still all
very
metaphorical.
fucking confused.
No, hear the rest of it. So pretty much, um, in some sense of what these monsters are, like one interesting example is like let me see if I can figure it out. There was an example I was told. I'll figure it out later. What was like the first like monster vampire? It was the first Count Dracula. He had bushy eyebrows.
Nosferatu.
Yeah, so wait, spell that real quick.
Nosferatu. Nosferatu.
To Dracula appearance description.
I'm assuming I spelled that right,
Yeah.
by the way. You have to spell check
Yeah, you did. You did. Yeah, you did. You did.
that.
Yeah. So like basically, what's interesting about this is that like they depict him as like a so basically it's like rodent-like teeth, right?
Mhm.
And he also still was like a human-like figure, but as well as he had so he had protruding front teeth, right? And he had long tail-like fingernails. Overall, his ears were also a little bit were also like large and pointy, right? And then it goes into more about how like let's see, his hands were unnaturally long. There was also other further descriptions of above like just his appearance. They were also saying how like he had like hairy hands and things like that, and like an oblique nose or something like that as well. And what's really interesting like about these things is like you see the connection between you see like different fragments of society or different like aspects of like culture at the time of when this monster was created. So like at least what my professor was telling my professor was telling me was about how 19th century uh let me see if I can remember this right. 19th century. Oh yeah, 19th century England is what I think he says he's the majority of the time in. Yep, there it is. Yeah, so 19th century England, right? They considered so one they were dealing with the plague, right? And that was like one part of the monster was these rodent-like teeth. Other parts was an oblique nose, and during the time they actually they made like the oblique nose type of thing associated with like what's it called? Can't remember if it was French. Yeah, it was. They associated with French people as well. I think they basically were just like really racist towards French people during this time for some reason. I don't know why. Um, but in any case, they associated attributes of like the oblique nose, like the one thing that was like something that related the French to like a monster essentially. And another thing is too is like they were talking about how what's it called? There was like also this other thing. This is like the weirdest thing about this whole appearance thing is like Dracula having hairy hands. They were essentially saying how like people with hairy hands like genetically indicates that like you.
I'm just gonna let him keep going for a second. But what the fuck?
Brother, what? Like generally.
Okay,
this
so
whole concept of it
stop.
is
I
just,
was
like
I want you to know. So I I muted in Discord because I was just gonna let you keep going while I kind of intro my stream for a second, and then you said that. What the fuck?
Bro, I'm telling you, this is like the most stupid thing, bro. This is like verging on the nonsense of
I'm
witches.
still trying to understand how you're on this conversation, this topic.
Main thing is, every monster, right? Every era, there's allegedly there's a monster, and every time we try to identify this monster, it ends up disappearing, and then in a new era, it comes back as a new monster. And in a sense, the monster is a vessel for like societal, like pieces of our culture and things we see that are bad in our culture. You know,
So,
good example is like
question.
how like
Question. By your logic, the next monster, say years down the line, will be based on Epstein.
Basically, yes, that is true. Yeah.
I just wanted to. Hello.
Hi, Pookie. This is my girlfriend.
Oh, okay. Make sure she knows
Hi,
I'm streaming.
nice to meet you.
How you doing? Don't say anything
Good.
personal.
You don't say anything
Alguien no
personal,
me
Pookie.
responde, alguien no me responde las llamadas.
Pookie.
I need a
swear
translator.
I'm focusing.
Ni un hola, ya no me llama, ya no me
Is
quiere.
this focusing?
¿Cómo que no?
I don't want to rat you out, but you've been talking about monsters for like an hour.
An hour?
It hasn't been an hour.
Only been about like what 27 minutes.
No, actually, it's almost been 30 minutes. Yeah.
No, it's been 27 minus 8, which is about 19 minutes. Okay, though this all relates to my social studies class, so technically it's a good thing that I'm reinforcing the stuff I learned. But anyway.
Pues no te dejo para que sigas
Really,
con tu
Shadow?
miedo.
¿Pero necesitabas algo, mi amor?
I might keep it,
Quería
Shadow,
dormir
because like
contigo.
I don't mind.
Pero mi amor, sí está muy temprano.
It's still kind of
Es que voy
limited
a
by
tomar
you
una
having an idea
siesta.
of what to go.
¿Un qué?
Siesta.
No sé qué es eso. mi
Also,
amor.
don't forget to claim your spot in the stream.
Nap.
Que voy a comer.
Por eso te estaba llamando.
Okay, what is that video?
Pero
¿Para qué?
alguien no me responde.
Es porque I was doing homework.
Yo sí, me imaginaba. Pero bueno.
Sí.
Anyway, it was nice to meet you. I
Nice to
hope
meet
you guys
you.
have a good day.
I don't know if we can keep talking about monsters. I don't know.
Basically, monsters are just like the bad we say or we declare in society that makes the good look good. And like it goes into more in depth about how like we see like we are the ones that like whenever we describe a monster, we are describing ourselves. Like we choose to see other people as monsters, and other people choose to see us as monsters for some particular piece of our culture that they don't necessarily align with in their own culture. And sometimes these views can be something that's grand and societal on a macro scale, or something that this could be just be within a view of like a small knit community, or even within a household. An example of like this on a macro scale is oh wait no, that gets into politics, so never mind. But in any case,
Regardless, I'm gonna go back to my original question. What brought this up? Like, I
it
don't,
was
if
just
I don't
a-
understand the start of the conversation, or like why, what the goal is in this conversation, I don't know what you want me to say back to you. Like,
was
that's
just 'cause you-
interesting, everything that you're saying, but like,
yeah,
I'm curious how we got here in this conversation.
you said you didn't mind philosophical conversations.
There was no
on
question
stream.
from you.
I said not questions,
No,
conversations. I meant
Cool. That still brings me back to my point. I don't even know what I am supposed to say back to you.
I mean,
It's
usually
not really
philosophical
leaving the door
things
open
is
for me
just
to say something. That was just you just said a lot of information, and like that's I don't disagree
true.
with a lot of what you said, but I can't carry that anywhere.
It's
I
like
just wanted to make sure
more of
I understood you. That's why I brought up the Epstein thing.
yeah, no, that makes sense. Main thing is like I don't know. Main thing is like I just realized
You
like
brought
how
up culture.
intertwined that
No,
like
I can't pick.
theory.
I can't pick at that. You brought up culture, and that confused me on what exactly you're getting at on a smaller scale.
Culture.
In terms of
Culture is like
if you're gonna if you're gonna go as far
okay,
as to
done.
label someone a monster, then I'm curious what that looks like on a smaller scale. Like what causes that.
Smaller scale is like for example people who are in a church, or I guess even smaller than that. Yeah, I guess Christian
Oh,
household.
okay. So like, yeah, okay. Well,
Yeah.
okay. Mm, I am struggling to continue that train of thought because I don't want to say too much personal information about you. But I get why you say that. Then if you bring up the church, then I kind of immediately understand people being
Yeah.
demonized.
Yeah, but then it's like because of like this like essence of like also me is like in my part like I've realized like my view, or rather the view I would put onto other people in a church could be seen as a monster to them because of the fact that I'm outside of what they consider good. It's just like a more grandeur perspective that I'm just thinking about and like I have been thinking about recently. Because like this same concept can be applied to like even larger scales like across the world, and it's insane. I don't know, before I felt like I lived in a matrix just understanding only one's perspective. Then now it's like I know so many different perspectives and how they all interact with each other.
I had to start my video again. Say the last part again. Something about different perspectives. I can't words.
I think you
Different
needed more bougie ramen. I mean bougie spam.
different perspectives. There we go.
Yeah, so main thing was like before I used to feel like I was just living in one's perspective, but now I'm like able to just learn so many other different perspectives.
That's good. I think it's always good to be able. I think everyone needs to be able to at least imagine another perspective. I think that's so many of like civil issues that we have, like people getting in fights everywhere, like just not able to understand someone else's perspective. Well, and ego.
Definitely.
For a lot of people, it's ego. A lot of people just think they're the main character.
You know what's another interesting thing is like, in terms of the ego part actually was in terms of that sometimes also is like the rejection of like seeing what's bad. Like for example, let's say like this is also 19th century Victorian area. No, Victorian England, there we go, yeah. Right? If a woman was like if a woman was independent, you know, they lived by themselves, right? That was seen as something like really bad. And then you have a neighbor from across that woman's across from that woman's building saying, or home saying, that woman's a witch, she's living by herself, she's like she doesn't have a husband, she speaks her mind out when she's in public. You know what's another interesting concept of the monster thing is like that same anger could be a secret desire. And that's also like saying how like the bad or the monster that we make out of the bad is also secretly something at the same time we desire, which is pretty interesting.
Yeah, because there's a lot of hypocrisy in just people
Oh, definitely.
in general.
Just anywhere, honestly.
Yeah. I hate to say it. I don't hate to say it actually, but you brought her you brought her up earlier. The church. So much of that.
Yeah, definitely. I think it's even worse now because of the fact that it's so abundant everywhere you look.
You see the video about the pastor asking for like thousands of dollars?
I see though. There's also super churches that like ask for thousands of dollars. I find that so crazy.
One of my coworkers I've never been, so I don't know that how much is like actually freely given by people that waste money. But he told me about them installing this massive, like, super long network of screens. Talking about it's $1 million that the church has put in order to set all that up. And I'm just wondering, where did all that come from? And that's crazy considering the homelessness problem in this area that really could have been contributed to, but I guess not.
Hmm.
That could have gone to just food to people that are hungry. But no, TV screens are more important.
I think that just seems so out of proportion, bro. Like, you don't need a whole screen. I'm like, a speaker and audio, sure, that seems fine.
No, not one screen. It was about 30
Insane.
to span a massive, like, area to make it, they're all gonna be linked up to make it like one giant thing.
Yeah. Other examples of things I've seen like that is just like you even see this within like even happen now. What other examples? I see that's like the really big example that like probably isn't political as much. Well, that's even then that's getting political now. It's terrible.
So, again, a little bit is kind of fine. I just don't want it to go too too far or getting too hateful to the point where you're just bitching just to bitch, like someone else that will remain nameless.
Oh, I see.
But
Like if I
if he's
say
in the
something's
stream, he
bad
knows
without
who he
reason,
is.
is that like a bad thing?
Huh?
Is that like a bad thing if I say a political view is bad for some reason?
Well, if you say it, no, but I'm just saying I'm not. Past a certain point, it'd be in my best interest to just not comment.
That makes sense.
Also, the other reason, I'm not an insufferable asshole. Politics is not my entire personality or life. So, I have not done my research, that's what I'll say. Nor do I
That's
care to
understandable.
do my research. On the macro level, my opinion about politics does not matter.
Low-key, that's like the same feeling I almost had. Honestly, with me, it's because like, what's it called? I was
I
like
vote
always
based on
restricted
what's
to like.
gonna help me in life the most.
Okay, that's so true. I'm like, I don't know. For me, it's because like I'm sure you know, like I'm trans feminine, right? And I feel like at least for trans people, it's like I actively see even like the Federal Register and stuff, like just like things that just show like this discrimination towards them. Before I used to think that wasn't existent, mainly. I don't know. Well, I do know now, but yeah, I don't know. It's been really mind-opening to see like all this seeing this active discrimination actively happen. Especially now since I can
See,
read.
Shadow,
Reading's
that level of
surprising.
politics is fine.
What did
Excuse me.
Shadow say?
He brought up Star Wars politics.
Low-key, that's so true though. You know what I just need to watch actually, because like every writer references it for some reason, is Star Trek.
Ugh.
What do you mean, ugh?
I
It's
have
like
contrarian-based hate on Star Trek because my dad lives for Star Trek, and growing up, he just never shut up about Star Trek, so I just grew to despise Star Trek.
horrible.
Admittedly, and I hate to say that, it is mostly just to not give him the satisfaction, because I have, like, when he's fallen asleep, seen a couple of episodes, and it's not, like, super interesting, but it was, like, just barely enough to hold my attention as a kid. So I don't, like, actually hate it, but I still just don't like hearing about it.
Right now, I can't talk about Star Trek Forte.
You can talk about Star Trek, I'm just not gonna contribute. And I'm probably gonna
Then I
mute you.
feel bad.
Get Blizzard in here. Well, actually, I don't even know if he knows. Now, Zach would probably be the Star Trek guy if he knows anything. Or if it was either one of them. But I'm only saying that because he's a massive Star Wars fan, so I assume he'd at least know a little bit about Star Trek.
Burst. Some, like the documents I'm reading are just so like things you never hear.
Documents for your interviews?
No, documents for like relating to like what's it called? White supremacist ideology. Or actually, no, this is the title of it. Let me see. It says the Jewish threat in white supremacist ideology.
Yeah, see, that's the level of politics that would be too far. I'm not touching that with a 10-foot pole.
Yeah. It's such a deep rabbit hole. The more you just keep looking into everything.
Yeah, you also need to be thorough because there's a lot of misinformation everywhere on the internet.
Exactly.
Or just outright lies. A lot of people on the internet will just make a claim and expect others to believe them. And others believe them. And that's what's really sad.
Low-key. That is really sad, yeah.
And something that I think AI is making worse.
Oh god, you're right. Low-key though, I've been asking like AI some like political questions and things like that, and it's been like giving non-biased answers somehow.
I think that in a fucking 1,000,000%. That depends on which AI you use.
Well, I used Gemini as the thing, so it's like a little bit weird.
I love seeing like screenshots of people asking Grok stuff, and they're just like quoting Elon Musk or something similar to what Elon Musk said, and Grok just like, no, that's not facts at all.
That's so mean. Grok is against Elon. Confirmed.
But Elon made Grok to only provide the truth, which is hilarious. Shadow, somehow I don't think Abraham Lincoln said that. Good advice, but I don't think Abraham Lincoln was the one to coin that phrase. Damn it.
What was the phrase?
Probably I'm gonna die. Okay, I'm good. God damn. Flutter, I wanna die.
Oh, I think your body wants to die. Maybe it's like tired of trying.
My body's wanted to die for years. Why is it starting now?
Do you not want to die now? Is that the problem?
I would prefer not to die in the middle of work.
Low key, that's so true. Like, what are
That's
your
just
colleagues
like
gonna do?
insult to injury to not finish what I, not even finish the project, but just the current session of working. That would just suck.
Also, one thing I was gonna mention to you actually, because this was brought up in my CSE class. Do you make test programs for your code to test the different returns that you should be expecting?
What do you? Let me pause the video. What do you mean make a test program? Like I just
Basically,
run it and test it. Cause keep in mind, I'm making this for Discord. So like my
Yeah.
testing is running the bot and seeing if it works.
Yeah, so basically you just run the whole program, and then if the error happens, you see where the error happens by looking through the whole program, in a sense.
Yes. Well, yeah. Cause I've got a lot of it set up to at least it'll tell me an approximate line number where an error happened, or at least where it stopped
Yeah.
or messed up,
So
because it doesn't always stop.
basically, um, apparently in the professional standard or for computer scientists is that's looked down upon.
That's what I think, Shadow. I think he's talking about debug mode. I was gonna let him
So what
finish
I was
explaining.
being told was basically programmers make a big basically you're supposed to like make a program which tests the returns for different functions and things you have in your main program, which is the code you're running. And basically what it's supposed to help you do is identify where the return is wrong or where the output is wrong at a specific point, because the return you're expecting does not actually occur. Allegedly people even do with like bigger things, and it's like a industry standard to have that be made. Takes a while though, apparently.
I can't see how I would get that to work when it has to run everything to start up the bot.
That's a good question. You see that now that plane's perspective is where
Because this
like, that's
requires user input as well in Discord.
like, yeah. I don't know. Like if
Something like what I'm doing now, because right now I'm not working on my bot. I am basically making games in a completely different language.
It's because basically. Oh, sorry.
So-
yeah, you keep going.
With this, I could absolutely run this in debug mode and like check certain functions, but I'm
Basically,
just
it works
following
is-
the course, so I don't
oh.
really need to.
Yeah. So what does it say was basically the unit test case is what we call that, and this and the test file. What you do is you have preset inputs. Like if you know the user input is supposed to be a specific thing, then you have inside the unit test file you put in that input, and then you tell it to import from the main file this function, and given this input, what is its return? And if the return is right, then say that there's no error. But if it's wrong, then declare an error in this part of the code.
That
You know what I'm saying?
aren't you learning? So, so question: aren't you learning Python?
Yes, I am.
Like I'm not trying to discredit that practice. I can see that being used if you're really itemizing specific blocks and you don't need a lot of outside data, I'll say, outside the function.
Mhm.
Did they not teach you about try and accept?
Oh yeah, they did. Yeah. Those things also exist too.
That's
But this is,
basically
like, more
what
of
you
a
just
secondary.
described.
Yeah. It more helps when there's specific errors. You know the specific errors where like basically nothing is wrong with the program or anything, but it's like there is something wrong because it's not doing the thing you want it to do, and it's like it's not giving the error. It's meant to help prevent against those. And another thing is too is
That's
like,
what I
you
make
see
1,000 print statements for. I see the
That's also
exact
true.
line that it stops on. But yeah, that's probably
but it
when I
was-
should use debug mode. The problem is,
Yeah.
for what I'm doing,
Or
it-
debug mode too. It exists.
well, it sounded like what you were describing was debug mode.
Yeah.
But what I'm doing requires outside information that I would need to run the rest of the file for. Well, multiple files, but yeah.
And then in
I
terms
think
of
just
your...
using my bot is
Oh,
a
sorry.
is a bad example for what you're trying to explain.
No, but I was saying because I remember you said you wanted to put on your LinkedIn profile, but main thing I just wanted to say was like if
Well,
you
I have my
really want to,
GitHub
like...
on there.
Oh yeah, it's also true. But it was because the main thing was like if you want it to appear nice to like industry professionals, it's like you gotta do what they want in a sense. Like you still do you though, but it was just my recommendation. I just want to bring it up because it seemed like something that I didn't see you doing. Like, I'm sure there's a way to apply the same logic to your code, because I also see this actively happen in like websites and stuff. You do the inspect element,
So-
you see sometimes that their own what's it called, error system or
Admittedly,
unit test
Flutter.
case file.
Admittedly, I would need a better explanation and an example, because I'm not gonna be able to remotely understand how to do it myself without that.
Okay, that's so true. Let me Google it.
You don't have to, but I'm just saying, if you want to get this across, I will never be able to understand you without a visual. I always need a visual for everything.
Yeah, they even have test cases for async as well. Async related functions.
Let me pull up an example, Flutter.
I'm gonna copy and paste. What?
I know you're not in my stream,
module?
but I'm gonna try to pull up an example real quick. Right. So, one, I'm obviously dealing with multiple classes, right?
Yeah.
Just to, I'm not even, that's more complex than I want it to be. Just to pull up a function that shows, or a player command that shows the player what their spells are. Running that, I have to, one, that requires Discord interaction. I then have to get that Discord interaction, run it through another function I have that takes the Discord interaction to identify what player they are in the game, which, in order to do that, I would also then have to load the entire player class. And that's literally just like one line in that function.
Yeah.
Then I would also have to load the spell class to do other, like, basically it, like, I can't just itemize a block of code and run it. Or I said itemize, isolate a block of code and run it. Like, it would not run because it needs outside information.
Yeah, I think I'd have to do more research to give you a more elaborate description. But main thing is like, I mean, I guess if it's like too big of a chunk of code, usually what she was also saying is like, you also would have to, at least when it comes to bigger projects, you have to make a bigger unit test case. The module, let me see, it's called yeah, it's a, it's part of Python standard library. It's called the unit test module. You should probably look into it, because basically, if you at least are able to use that and like isolate when an error would happen in your code,
but I'm already
above
doing
just
that.
what like the Visual Studio's like error prompt will tell you. It looks more professional.
Again, that's what I'm using the try and accept for. Like, I'm already seeing that.
That's one part about it, but there's like another part which is like to have like an entirely separate, dedicated like Python file that tests like each individual things. Yeah, there's also specific unit test cases for async and all sorts of things. Honestly, it sounds like good, but I just don't have the experience to do the type of things you do. At least not yet.
Just on a base level, you're talking about isolating code and running it. Once you isolate it, it can't run. So the only way this, in my mind, can work is if this test file is running the whole file.
It is.
Which still defeats the one, it defeats the purpose, but two, still wouldn't work because this needs multiple files working together. So presumably I'd have to import all the files for the, yeah.
Like literally, it would be that. Like you would literally import like everything and test everything.
That's the exact same thing as me just running the, like what I'm doing now. I don't.
But then you have a program that automatically does it for you.
That literally can't be, because again, this requires Discord input. If I was just working with values I could just make up, then yeah.
So is the Discord input not like a physical thing you can just manually input into the code?
No, because it has
Okay,
to
then
be
that's
done
probably
in
complicates more
Discord.
things. Like there has to be a way. There has to be some connection. It can't just be Discord. I'll look into it. In any case.
Not the interaction stuff. To be honest, I could probably make like a test player and spell. Well, the spell's already created. I don't need to make a test spell. But I could probably make a test player. But it's just anything that uses. Because again, this is a Discord bot. It has to send messages to the user. It has to do all the Discord interactions that would not be possible if there's no Discord user. I can make a player for the game, but I still need to link that to a Discord user.
This is a really weird case then.
I don't think
Yeah,
so, Shadow. Just because Discord in itself does not let bots talk to each other. So, like, he's talking about automating everything I'm doing, but Discord doesn't let bots interact with each other. Like, you cannot use one bot to trigger another. I've actually tested this because I got curious.
Be a really interesting concept having the unit test case just be a Discord bot.
Like I said, again, you find a way, and then you still have to explain to me why I would do it. But find a way, and then yeah, sure, maybe. But like, I don't. For that specifically, I don't see what the purpose is. Again, what I'm doing right now would make a lot more sense, because this is all hard coded. I control everything here. But also, love works a little differently. So, like, I know I can, but it's still kind of no point. It's pretty good at telling me exactly where a problem is.
Yeah, we'll ask my professor about it then.
You would have to get. That probably would work, Shadow. But then you're talking about making another bot that can bypass a CAPTCHA in order to test the first Discord bot. Which I feel like if you're at that point, you've already surpassed a level of skill necessary to do whatever you need for the second bot. I need water.
Bro, same. My dry mouth is so bad with this medication.
Shadow, redeem a hydrate for me. I don't want you to have that one for free. And I need you to use your points. Did you claim your first spot in the server? In the stream yet? If not, I'm gonna take it.
Who?
Who else would I be talking to, Flutter?
Low-key, that's so true.
Mari is here though. Alright, never mind. But Mari has the stream muted. Speaking of which. What's her name? How did she spell that? Hold on. I'm gonna pull it back up.
Shadow04 was first to the stream.
Yeah, that. It can only be used once per stream. That's why I made.
NANI?!
Jesus. That's why I made 3 of them to. You guys can stake your claim on the stream. Zach asked for ways to spend like small amounts of Zenny, so there you go.
Zenny. Oh, it's a currency.
Well, it's quantum Zenny,
Right.
but yeah. It's my channel points. Somehow, Flutter, I think the spam messed up my cough worse.
It's not like it totally didn't dry you up because of how much salt content is in it. How much
That
percentage
doesn't
of
sound
salt?
right.
How much percentage of salt is on the side of it, by the way? I'm curious. Like, what does like the whole thing of spam say in terms of salt, daily salt content is in that spam?
What?
How much? What is the daily percent value of the spam you just ate
How the fuck would I know that?
of salt? That's on the side of the can. It'll say salt,
And you
it'll
think
give
I
you
kept the
percentage
can?
of salt. Oh my god, Forte. You know, we're gonna Google this bougie salt. What did you say this salt was? This spam was?
We're not going back.
What was it? What is it called, Forte? You gotta tell me this bougie.
No.
Okay, spam bougie. All right, we're gonna spell bougie.
How do you think you spell bougie?
I spelled it so wrong. I know that for a fact. How do you spell barbecue? What flavor was it?
Who knows?
We're gonna say it's teriyaki flavored.
Thank you, Shadow. That's horribly wrong, Flutter.
Percent daily value. Okay, we're looking at only 29. Okay, that's not that bad. Never mind. I thought it'd be like over like 200. Honestly, if you had 100% of your daily salt content in one meal, I question
Now,
if you died at that point.
question, Flutter. Is that for the whole can or a certain amount of slices?
29% for the whole can. About 56 grams serving of spam,
Wow.
which is about 670 milligrams of sodium.
Light work, no reaction.
Hmm?
The light work, no reaction. Good shit.
Bro, also I got this new thing that I have like a accommodation for since I have ADHD. It's like an AI chatbot, not an AI chatbot. It's an AI that just records my lectures and like takes notes of it. Kind of sucks, honestly.
Like it's
Oh,
bad.
great, now I have to go.
Wait, how does it suck?
Just
If it's just
inaccuracy.
recording. Oh, so it is making a
Yeah.
transcript?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's gonna be inaccurate.
Maybe one day it'll get good. It's because so many of my teachers have really thick accents, so the AI just keeps fucking up.
Oh, hold on. I'm gonna mute for a sec.
Yup.
Actually, I'll be right back. I just realized I left my phone downstairs.
I'll be right back too. Actually, no, I gotta go. Bye, Forte. And bye, Shadow.
Okay. Fix that. Oh, yeah. I guess I don't need to do that. No point in that. Thank you, Shadow. One day. One day my minions will be able to afford a house. Okay, can I skip this one? That's probably all he's gonna say. That's what the support fund is for, Shadow. That's what it's for. You and everyone else. One day, I'll buy a just big plot of land for all the minions to just frolic and play. Not a care in the world. Wait, what did I miss? Hmm. Oh, whoops. Shadow, why don't you click on it and find out? I think. Wait, hold on. Let me make sure I added a description to it. Yeah, I did. You basically get to like make a soundboard for the stream, and I'll keep it up for a month. You just gotta send me the like where I can get the audio from. Preferably a YouTube link, but honestly, if you just send me like a video and tell me what to snip from it, then I can get it and record it and make it a soundboard. But you know what? Because of you and Zach, I should make that more expensive. But I also don't think you guys are gonna redeem that often, so. Like, specifically YouTube. Basically, if you redeem it, though, we're gonna talk for a bit in Discord of, like, exactly what you want. It's one soundboard, Shadow. One soundboard per redeem. In terms of whether the same person can have multiple per month, in my head, I don't have a problem with that. But we'll see. Because again, you and Zach are quite rich. And probably Milky too. I don't know how much Zytos would have. Oh, and actually Mari probably is also rich. Actually, I'm just gonna text her on Discord. I don't know why you did that. Well, yeah, Shadow, if you actually redeem it, we'll talk it out. So what? Hold on. What did I miss? Ah. There we go. Can I? Can I just do this? No, I cannot. I wonder if I would have to do a separate print. No familiarity between the entire group. Interesting, like, you know, wait, what are you talking about? Who are you talking about? Anyone you've seen me interact with on Discord, I do not know in real life. Well, I did meet Blizzard, but I've known him online before that, so I don't think that counts. Excuse me. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna go. God damn. Yeah, but Shadow, I'm saying, who is you all? Like, who are you saying I'm close to? Because I might disagree depending on who it is. I also think it's just interesting if you're saying that about anyone that's not Zach Blizzard Arisen. Or I guess maybe Amber. So do I have to do that? Oh, I can do a printf. Okay. Fucking. Is it not the same? It's probably not. Then what am I supposed to use? Oh, okay. Well, yeah. I'm not gonna contest that. Okay. It doesn't. Alright, let me go to the wiki. So what's the point in... This did not help me. So I guess I'm thinking of it like Python, but it definitely does not work the same. Oops. Oh, I left it as a printf. Background, target, and number crosshair. What do I have? Where is this gonna open up? Oh, actually. That'll work. How big does it need to be, actually? He didn't say. I'm going to... What folder is this in? Let's see if this works. I don't want to move it. That one. I need something else. Actually, this could be the background. I guess anything could really be the background. Oh my god, they were all getting saved. I gotta clear this folder out then. Holy shit. I should comb through it a little. There might be something here worth keeping. Although, actually no, because I've uploaded all of these. Oh, and every single one of these is here. That's crazy. That's so much. Every single snip I've ever done in Digimon, it was still saved on my computer. And blueprint stuff. Just every snip I've ever done. Is that Kid Icarus? That is Kid Icarus. God, I miss this game so much. What was I looking for in here? Ooh, hold on. I might keep this. I might keep this. Yeah, you know what? Take that one out of here. I'm gonna delete everything else in this folder, but I'm keeping that one. Blueprint stuff, blueprint stuff. God, there's so much blueprints. Pokemon. Okay, well, I'm definitely before all the Digimon stuff. Can't tell what this is. Oh. No, 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 no. No, no, no. These are the character sprite sheets, which I think didn't even save properly. I don't remember how I did that. Why did I save a snip of this? Oh, that's my 10-0 in Warframe. Well, that was from like, God, oh, I don't know how many years ago, actually. But that was my 10-0 in Warframe from years ago. Okay, is that the... Oops. Okay. So, I think out of everything, there was one picture I picked out. Everything else I think has been backed up onto Discord. I'm going to delete all No, not that. Oh, wait. Oh, these were. Yeah. Oh, wait. I gotta save that one. Hold on. I gotta show that to Risen. Ooh. Okay, and I should keep these. So I will select everything except that, those, that one probably. I can't see what that is. I think I can delete all of them. Oh wait, keep that definitely. Oh, it did save it. Okay, hold on. Actually, what we're gonna do is move that out of here. Move that out of here. I will take down the be right back in just a second. I'm going through files and I'm being careful. I also have some of the pictures from the Warframe video I was working on in here. I don't want to spoil. Even though I'm absolutely dragging my ass on editing that. Okay, what was this? Oh, I remember that. Okay. So, well, actually, I don't really care about that one. Care about these three. And I already moved Omnimon, I believe. Yeah, so should be good. That's almost 1,000 fucking screenshots. Jesus. Okay, so for the purposes of what I'm doing now, ooh, I should see if that won't work. There's a few of these. Okay. I will copy this and this. Oh, I should rename these. Copy these. I can take this down now. Okay, and then I kind of forgot the other thing. I need a picture that can serve as. Oh, well, I guess I probably can't use it. GIF. I might just take the crosshair thing he uses. I don't think I have anything else that. Oh, I did still have it saved down here. God damn it. What's up, Shaq? Wait, why'd you say that? That's not still my stream title, is it? No, that was the last one. Oh yeah, these aren't really gonna work. I don't really want to do that. That reminds me, I gotta see. I gotta see if there's more of those. Maybe I'll just rob one of the Megadeth sprites. Oh, but I guess then I'd have to open GIMP to then. Actually, let me just open that back up, then I can. Yeah, actually, one of Gate Man's little guys would be kind of neat. I did not have a lot for Clown Man. Huh? I said Clown Man, Color Man. I thought yours had more to it than this, but I guess not. I was looking to rob one of these for this thing that I'm doing, but I don't really think any of these would work. Yeah, let me just grab the one that he's got. Okay. I guess I should actually play the video. Huh? So, yep. Perfect. Nice. That's big. I don't want to delete it. I'm just not gonna. Okay, I'll worry about that later. Alright. Ooh, excuse me. Oh, well, actually, mine's not. Hmm. No. You know what? Hold on. Let me actually start commenting and splitting this up. Oh. Can I do that? Can I do that? Oh, and I'm extra stupid. Yeah, wait. I don't even need to. I was overcomplicating that in my head. Instead of running that every time. I don't know why I'm doing this. Ooh, wait, no. Yeah, replace that one, not the other one. Ooh. What is this one? I think it's not coming up. Okay, well. Come on. Give me my... What timestamp is this? 3:49? What theme is this supposed to be? Autumn's Brush. Okay. That's good. I'm gonna have to add that to look up what the actual theme is. What was I doing? Okay. Yeah. Ooh. 37. Oh! Didn't finish what I was originally doing. Okay. I just gotta have it tracked. And I should change. Ah. What was the other one? Hold on. I had. Did I? Assume that's taken care of. Yes, I did. Also realized I did that wrong. Well, that's about to not matter. Why did it? And it. That's weird. Oh, because I fucking. Wow. Yeah, I didn't realize I could change the color of this. Why did it make the... Oh, because it is still mixing with the yellow that is the crosshair? Now I'm just kind of playing around. That's kind of neat. That's kind of neat. Then yeah, I'm not gonna use the specific one, at least not now. There it is. Oh. Okay, so what's the size I need to subtract? Yeah. This looks a bit worse with it being my base cursor, but it still works. Is that gonna work with mine? Oh, cool. So am I getting rid of the circle or? Oh, so we're gonna overlap it. Wait, so what if my image is too big? have to use the ones that he gave. I feel like it's gonna take up the whole screen. Or just that work. Oh. Hmm. So it's just not drawing it. Why not? Maybe I should rename it something else. Oh, I didn't get to see the other one. Oh, it's just the same thing. So I can't run it in debug mode. Okay, good to know. I'm willing to bet it's because the picture is too big. So let me get this one. That's a smaller one, so I imagine this will work. At least it'll work a little better. Yeah. It's very fucking red. there no way to like clear my color selection? Actually, I'm kind of curious about just what that entails. Yeah, okay, that's about what I thought. Damn, I might have to use his image. This one's also not big enough. It feels like the biggest one I had. I guess I could just... I kind of don't want to do that. That half got me. I was surprised, but I was also coincidentally just looking at my OBS, so I saw it come in. I guess I could just shrink it. But yeah, let me just try that. Well, not in here. It would need to be 200. So ideally, not gonna rotate it, not gonna flip it. Well, in general, we can make this smaller. I do still want to edit it further. More than just cropping. Let's open up. Oh God, that's big. Really, that's. I'm going to change the actual. I don't. There we go. Can't help but notice I don't see it anymore. What, do I actually have to, like, select the whole picture or something? Like, why did it just get rid of it? True. I guess this doesn't fit perfectly. Oh, that's fucking big. 200 was way too big. That's okay. Okay, well. I guess it just doesn't work that well with it being. So, let me see. try that. Bit too big. Yeah, but then I don't really like that. Oops. I should just keep it open. Okay. If I move this left a bit more. Let's see. Let's say 20. 'Too far. That's better. I might leave it like that. Not gonna be exactly perfect. Well, no, then it's just some like leeway. Oh no. So I guess it should be a little smaller then. Because really it should fit inside that circle. Damn, then I should take it back down to 100. I just needed to place it better. And now I need to play with these again. And I should move it down more. Oh. Mm. That's kind of better. So I'll just leave it like that and give some leeway. Why is it red though? It shouldn't still be red. It shouldn't be red at all. Wait. Wait, what, Shadow? I don't get what you're saying. Let's just make it white. Oh. That's how I get the actual color? That's the reset? Oof. Was there multiple ways to say 3? I remember San and 9 is what? Q and Ku? Oh, fucking. Okay, I got it. God damn it. Sankyu. It's fucking stupid. It's sad, I was so focused on whether I was even right, I couldn't even think of the, like, comedy behind that. I was just like, you know, I said that, I don't know if that's right. This one still have... Shit, it does. Shadow, no. I see the title of that. No. I didn't think about that because of the size. This is probably not gonna work with any of the pictures that I got. I'd have to see how big the game window is. Guess just like 500 down. Then I would need to scale these images. Okay. I guess that was wishful thinking, but I could do that there. I still need to do this after. That's it for now. I don't need to do that at all. Oh, I'm stupid. Why are they conflicting? Why? Okay, so maybe, okay. 600 is off the screen, that's why. Okay. So 800 by 600. Okay. So then none of the, well, let me still just try it just to make sure. Yeah, that's not gonna work. Okay, but that can. Oh, I was that? Oh, actually. Wait, this one's actually a closer size. No, this isn't the same size though, so yeah, so some of it comes off. Okay. Now I will be stretching it, but that works. Nice. Okay. Okay, so I guess I'm gonna have to I want to, well, let me see if it'll cover that first. Okay, before that, let me see. Whoops. I'm gonna take some liberties with this. hydrated. That reminds me, I have not been actually like taking your shit when you redeem these. I'm gonna do that. Well, I don't need to. Okay. Ooh. There we go. That's better. And I actually want to. Okay. Mm. We could just do a boolean for that then. Does it have to be a number? We could just. I'm not doing numbers. Well, no, this will be false. Oh. Also, I can't do and. Why is my phone breaking? Hmm. Okay, I don't think I have to do that because I didn't set mine up like he did. Oh, maybe I do. No, I do. Oh, is he gonna cover what I was curious about? So do I actually just type in center? Okay. Okay, yeah, let me see how he does that. Looks like I will use this. Oh, let me pull that back up. Oh! Because I was able to recover that picture. Hold on. I do wanna have that saved. Ah, fuck. What did I do with it? I just had it up. Here we go. Here it is. Here it is. Here it is. This was from my last blueprint stream. I had saved the clip of this and forgot to send it somewhere. The snip, not clip. And I thought I lost the picture. I found it. I almost had a full house. Oh, let me send this to Bread! Well, don't look at that. I'm not gonna go further. How do I? It won't let. It actually won't let me get out of it. I actually can't escape. Go back to this. How do I get out of full screen? There we go. That would have been bad if we got the Andreas picture. That was from the Rhythm game Rizen's been playing. I have a surprise for Rizen. Damn, I lost my train of thought. What was I doing? Oh, I was about to say blue house. Blueprints. Let me rename this. Actually, and let me send it in my server. Okay. No, not there. What was this? Okay. I'm getting distracted. I'm getting distracted. I'm getting distracted. Square hole. There it is. Oh, why did I just... Okay, let me close that. Okay. Did I test this? I should just make it red. I should just make it red. Or just make it gold. Could just make it gold. That also doesn't work right. I should just make it red. Yeah. Okay, let me go back to the thing. There it is. Alright, that was probably my last hydrate because I think I'm out of water bottles. That's all I had to do? Oh my god. Why did he wait this long to cover that? Jesus Christ. I don't even need this whole line. And well, yeah, then I'm assuming I also don't need the spaces. That's so fucking stupid. Oh my god. God damn it. So what if I did print F and the X would be 600, the Y would be 0, the limit huh? How would that work? Let's try it with 500 and see what that does. It just doesn't print it. Okay. Huh. Why not? Okay. Oh, it sounds like Final Fantasy music. Hold on, let me see. What are we on right now? We are still in Expedition 33 stuff. What's the timestamp? 5:04. We're getting down there. 5:04. Oh, we're in. No, we're in this one. I'm not gonna try to say it, but if you wanted to look it up, that's the song that's been playing for the past 2 minutes. But we're about to get to class, so that's gonna be great. I just realized putting this back. It recommended a Zenless, what I assume is a Zenless lo-fi mix. I'm gonna add that to the playlist because Zenless already had some great fucking music. Are you talking about in the list? I wouldn't. Mm. I wouldn't be surprised if it did. That kind of fits some of the things about Expedition 33. There is a family that's complicated. Oh, are you talking about what I sent? Did you just translate what I sent? I don't know. That's basically gibberish to me, so I don't know. If that's what that says, then sure, probably. But I'm just saying that could still fit Expedition 33. Ah. Oh shit. I was in the wrong thing. I'm gonna see when it gets up to. Ah, that's fine. He brings up a good point. Hmm. I do want the certificate, so I probably will have to do the quizzes. Hmm. I like this guy. concepts discussed right now. Okay, well this part I'm pretty sure I can show on stream. So I've been taking a course for this, as I said, and I have to take a quiz now. It's not one thing. And the love draw function, I want it set color to white with the all ones. That one also would work though. No, it wouldn't. You'd have to do like 255 divided by 255. I wanted to combine two strings together. That's fucking wild that he waited so long to tell that. And separate window, go to the love wiki. There's a function, love key press. I already have it up. Wait, go to what? Key pressed. Assuming that's here. Love key pressed, here we go. Awesome. Awesome. Like if it's first name, try condition for the mouse, but this is target. Okay, I'm probably gonna skip that. I didn't lose the point, but I did keep track of misses. So. Oh, that's crazy. I actually will do that. That's crazy. Yeah, okay, I'm gonna skip the rest. I'm not going to his GitHub. I'm gonna try this out myself. Oh, real quick. God, I wish I had pay someone to do the Pokemon bot for me. Shadow, I was so close to a full house in that run, dude. I managed to get through every single room in the house, not needing a key card. But then that last room, I needed a fucking key card. That was the only reason it didn't get opened. You're either perfect or you're not me. Like a soon-to-be broken man once said. Ah, fuck. I wish I was like schizo enough to be able to use DBZA as my study music, but I would not be able to focus on coding if I was watching DBZA in the background. I was typing some stuff up. Was talking in a Star Rail chat about Silver Wolf and Sparkle. And how I'm gonna lose my mind once I do their pool parties. What was the prompt he gave us? What was I supposed to do? Add a feature. Oh yeah, the right click. Double. Oh. I could all just make this the same if chain. I keep wanting to put it in caps. So first of all, this should be taken out and put just there. Ah. Okay, move it to a random spot. This needs an else for if you miss. Then I already just don't like looking at that. Can't I? Because since I'm basing it on, I'm using global variables. So this should work. Alright, let's see if that works. Actually, wait, I didn't finish with the... Well, timer goes down, if button truth... Oh, no, because it's still missing an end, and that one's missing an end. I guess if it misses, it could still take down the score anyway. Oh, damn. I think that one missed. Oh, I also gotta put up miss when that happens. Actually, I think miss should go up double. Ah, damn. I think that was because I got it wrong. Once I cover the key presses, I'll probably have it. I can press enter. Yeah. Alright. That seems like a good stopping point. I'm also getting a bit hungry. I should probably add more comments in here at some point. I'll just... Okay. Yeah. I think I am going to stop there. Shadow, I think it's just me and you in here, so I'm probably gonna just stop stream. I don't feel like finding someone to raid, and I'm hungry. So, you have a good night, Shadow. I'm gonna go get something to eat.